Data First was born out of our desire to make sure customers don't get themselves into trouble.
It means that you start data before you start the rest of the project.
I think a lot of people are used to the old ways of doing it, and a lot of our clients aren't aware there's something better. And I think that's where we relate really well now with those clients, is really talking about how you can make their best asset, right, which is data, that you make it trustworthy, from migrating it to keeping it going to your analytics layer.
There's a 70 to 80% chance that the project will be delayed because of data. So what we found was when we were working with our clients early, their success rates were through the roof.
Data has to be the absolute critical foundation that they've got to get it right. And with that, it requires a lot of thought up front.
That's the leading part of Lead with Data. You've got to start with data, not treat it as an afterthought.
Data First is about using the platform and doing what you can for the situation that you are trying to tackle right now. It doesn't have to be, everything all at once.
So when leading businesses lead with data, right, the payoff is business benefits. And the business benefits are what justify the transformation. The CIO doesn't get fired because the project doesn't get done. The CIO gets fired because the business benefits that the rest of the company counted on didn't get delivered. It's always about the business benefits and the business case. So saying it is one thing, being able to have the software, the services, the methodology, the way of doing things at scale to help the biggest companies is what makes a difference.
We've realized that just being able to technically work with data, that's only one ingredient. Then you need to know where that data is going to be stored and accessed. That's the application. But the most important one, and I say in any project, 60% of the focus is delivering data in the context of how the business needs to use it. They need to be able to translate what they want in their business to data, and that's really where we focus.
It's not just the technology. We've got the software, which is great, but without the right people, the right culture, and the right processes and methodology, then you're not going to be successful. So I think our biggest asset is not only the platform itself, but the people that work here.
A lot of it is taking the world's greatest organizations and saying, we've got a solution for you. We're gonna take data off the critical path. We're gonna de-risk your program. We're gonna make sure that when you go live with your new solution, whenever that might be, the data that's in that solution is gonna be fit for purpose. It's gonna be high quality. It's gonna be trusted by your stakeholders, and it's gonna allow you to drive the next set of process improvements that you really want to implement as an organization.
Because we look at data as a business problem, not a technical IT problem. And that fundamental difference is what makes us special.
So we helped a big global manufacturer create a customer 360 view. And what we helped expose was where they should have had $3 million in credit exposure, they actually had 12. And so that one use case paid for the entire data project, never mind all the other benefits that they got out of it.
Data isn't just a transformation project-based activity, it's an operational requirement. So it is our duty to take those customers on that journey and show them what good looks like early in the process. And that's very much the heart and soul of why we launched the Data First strategy.